Welcome back, hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Way of the Hunter, where we're on the main menu because, as you can see at the bottom, update 1.21 just released today. So there are a few things. I'm not going to read through all that. These are just a few little things. There's a vehicle radio now, so if we're driving, we can turn that on, or I might not. I don't know how the copywriting is for, like, what music they have there. There are some new for rare variations. Melanistic mule deer, melanistic roe deer, albino whitetail, and albino red deer. I guess that's multiplayer taxidermy, loading screen tips, so those will be helpful for me, given things. Some new objectives, main menu UI is improved a bit. Difficulty selection before starting a new game, and difficulty selection in the main menu. That's a pretty good thing there, as well as a few fixes there, but I won't quite go into those yet. The reason why I like the difficulty selection in the main menu is before what you had to do is I think you selected territory, and then when you would click 1, it would give you your options or it would list what difficulty you were at there. Here, though, now I can take a look and see what I've been playing at, which is Adventure Default. So this has the animal senses are low, extra info provided visible for you, small game bodies highlighted after death. There's... okay, so is there only 4 total? Yeah, so there are only 4 difficulties total. Hunter, it looks like... Okay, so all extra info isn't provided, and only small game bodies are, and animal senses go up to medium. I'm going to stick with adventure because, again, from what we have seen, I need to stick to this and get a little bit better before we might progress to something further. So I just want to go over that, so now to show off what we're at, how the game is for myself. If you want harder and take info out, you can easily go up for that. Or if you still want a more easier experience in getting your bearings, you do have another step down or another step towards that. But with this weekend, I'm going to try to make sure I can actually do every single thing correctly. And there's our first loading tip there, but it seems like no matter what, I always forget one aspect of, like, everything else going right. Weapon tier right, calls right, area right, time of day not so much. So I'm going to keep trying to clean up the mess I did with the one elk and the whitetail today. I'm going to focus on the elk because it is closest to the lodge that we're kind of starting and working from. I'm just going to make sure, yeah, everything's nice and smooth there. And let me just check my inventory to make sure what we've got. Okay, so we've got hunting tier 6 and hunting tier 3. We've got the deer, the predator, and the elk, which is perfect. I still don't know what else you would put in the 5 and 6 slots, if I'm honest. Like, for right now, it seems like all you have are optics, but I don't think you need 3 different slots for just, like, binoculars. And, like, if I go to the shop and go to gear, or I guess it's, attachments? No, where? Okay, now I'm even more confused, because I thought you could pick up, like, different kinds of binoculars. Oh, yeah. Well, there's one other pair of binoculars if you wanted. Do I want? Nah, I'll save my money, but yeah, so I don't know why you have the 3 slots. There's got to be more on the way for that. Okay, let me quickly bring up the encyclopedia, and we're going to focus on that elk proper and go out for... Try to meet its need time of drinking, so that's at 9 a.m. So yeah, let's say... Maybe we'll try for 8:20. So that'll give me a little bit of time to drive over to where they are. And meet them before they get there. And then we'll hopefully be able to find that one wounded elk, no problem. And the whitetail, it all depends on if there's any visual signs for them. Like, if there is a little bit of a limp or that, I can easily tell that's the one I want and I'll go for. If there's not, I'm not 100% sure which one I'll have to go for. You know what, let's try Clockwork. We haven't actually, well, I guess it is basically just like a recolor of the previous one, but we'll take it out for a spin. Yeah, but it feels... I really do like that the animals are persistent through, like, loading and closing the game. That way, even if you don't have the time to track one down in a single session, it's not like it's completely lost and you have to just get the little scolding like the hunter would give you. You actually have the chance to be able to go after and find and put it down. So we're just going to work our way over there quickly. Because I've made this trek, I think, 3 times now, I don't think I need to put down a marker to know, like, where I... Oh god, no, don't. Okay, thankfully, I didn't make this wind up like Austin Powers with getting it stuck in the little corridor there, because I was going to say, how did I manage that? Yeah, see, normally I probably would in my own time have the radio going as we're driving just for a little bit of listening music, but I'm trying to still keep in habits for what would probably keep me bestish on YouTube, so I don't know if any of these songs are copyright or not, or they do have like a free use or free listen sort of thing. Better to be on that trend early than find out or get hit by, is it claims or strikes? I think it's claims. They're the ones that are, okay, yeah, we recognize you're using this. You can still have the video up, it's just that you can't monetize or whatever. I don't know, I feel like that's going to be a whole can of worms eventually to get into, and not sure how super ready I am for it. But we'll just try keeping our habits in place for now. Yeah, this is where I figure... I mean, truthfully, I could probably take us a little bit closer, but I think I'd prefer having this bit of distance away. Yeah, so we've already hit all the need zones that are around here. There's a foot trail. Have I hit this over here? I honestly don't think I have. I've walked by this area so many times, but I think I've always been focused on the elk that I didn't take a little stroll and see what this is here. Oh, really? Is that? I think it's, where are they? Is it this? Okay, it's not part of this herd. Like I said, I'm surprised how wide their range is. I'll have to figure out where else that group likes to eat at. No, I'm hoping, again, if I can be skilled and smart enough about today, we're going to see them just as they're at the need zone. I'll be able to pick out which one I want to put down for good. Now we've also got over here. I swear, did I just like overlook all this stuff? Because I don't remember there being all this on the sides. Okay, mule deer rest zone. American black bear eating. I guess I have picked these up. Yeah, I must have picked these up. Okay. Back on track, focus in on our elk for today. If I can manage to get super lucky with this one, we are going to fast travel down south and try to get the whitetail too. But that one I'll have to definitely check the need zones and figure out where they might position themselves at. Okay, we do have animal tracks there. Time of day is 8:38, so I actually picked a... I think I picked a pretty good time to set for. Like, they should be moving into this area pretty soon. If not already on their way here. Okay, I'm going to get low. Let's see, it sounds like that's pretty far off, because that was like... Yeah, that's saying 260 out, so I should be safe to go up here sneaky and get into that position we were at for when we took the other shot at the elk. I also do want to just check my character perks. I'm still working... Yeah, I'm still working at this one. I mean, we'll probably hit it today with how we're going about, but... Still, I prefer to remain as unseen and unknown as possible with us trying to just clean up our mess here. Well, I shouldn't say our mess, it's my mess. I definitely screwed up the shot placement and everything. But I don't know if I want to try calling them in is another thing. Like, it is possible I aim too high up for that elk, so I kind of placed it in a bad spot for the shot to actually get to anything. But I don't know if I want to bring the elk, like, on a walking in path to me either. Deer are always something better to go after, like, a broadside shot, because you just have such better angles of access to, like, the lungs, heart, than I think straight on does. Okay, we're pretty close to where we were. It was just, I think, up top here we basically were perched at. The wind is... Oh, no, the wind is blowing a bit of a bad direction for us. It is blowing down this way, so if they are just right at the stream there, it's not as bad. But yeah, the wind, it might be a bit hard to work against. That actually might prove to be pretty troublesome for going after the whitetail, too. Well, not the whitetail here, the whitetail way down south, because I think the road, like, loops around. So it will wind up bad for us. Oh yeah, the wind feels like it's going exactly over towards that spot. Just going to try to keep low and slow. And this is about the area where they were last. This is the only need zone I've got, like, I know where they come to. But I can't remember if this is like they are here often, or it's rarely. Oh, but the wind is really against us here. I might just have to wait here a little bit and see if they do show or not. Because there's still a little bit of time before 9 o'clock hits, and then we'll see them come down from wherever they are. It's possible they're up in the hills there. And they'll come their way down here. I think one big thing I got to remember is not to try to get in too close to things. Like, that's where I messed up the end of last episode, is I heard a little bit of whitetail activity, and I tried to move towards them. I should instead try moving around or to the sides to get visual first, and then I can plan the approach. I'm just hoping with back here, if we do see them come in... Yeah, it's like a dead giveaway for the wind being in that direction. It looks like by the... I don't know if it would travel that far by the cone or not, because it looks like it stops here. And this is the stream where they are, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, that's the only need zone I've got for them. Okay, so I do have Hunter Sense active, just trying to listen out for anything possibly sign or that. I heard that, but I don't know what the hell that was. I think that was an elk, but it's not registering on the Hunter Sense at all. I'm just going to keep in position here and wait and see. I swear, it sounds like there might be some things moving around us, but I don't have any visuals to go off of, or even the Hunter Sense picking anything up. Okay, yeah, it's super close now, so I... kind of hoping we'll see them in a moment here. If they aren't here, I do not know where to try or go next for them. I could try more along the road or along the water here. But, I don't know. I also don't know, again, if this is like a spot they rarely come to, so they have other areas they like hitting first. We'll just try to be patient and see. So I don't know if it'll be once they hit... Okay, it has hit a little after 9 now. But I'm not seeing anything coming in. I don't hear anything, I don't see anything. Just gonna try carefully hiking towards it a bit. Where are these, elk tracks? Or whitetail? Whitetail. And they were going to the right there, so that's the one we heard before. I'm not sure if it's just how the branches rattle. I swear, it sounds more like antlers almost hitting each other. Oh, and the blood spot is still there. Yeah, I do not see any signs here. Shoot. Okay, well, I'll investigate and see if this is like a rare one or they are often here. But yeah, with it getting a quarter after 9, I think I would have seen at least like something moving into the area if they would have been coming to this one. Yeah, we got these two, and then it just completely stops. Darn. I don't know if they could have picked... you know what, let me investigate first. Before I start thinking like they were here and I screwed up, and the wind is what gave us away, it could well be they have a number of drink zones they go to. No, see, this says often, so I... Well, granted, this is quite a long stream. Maybe I'll try to stay low and just work and see if I can follow it down a bit more. Aside from the one whitetail, there hasn't been any sounds of other animal activity in the area. Oh. Got a few badgers out and about, though. I mean, I could try going for one of them. I think I'll just keep crouching till we get the perk. And I'm going to stick more to the water, because I don't think I... Okay, follow that down a ways. Yeah, the wind is blowing more this direction, so if I follow the water, I think we'll be able to circumvent that as an issue. No sign of them along this entire stretch, though. I mean, I can always try following this down and coming back up this way, too, but... that does leave me a little bit trying to think of what the best course of action is going to be. I'd prefer not to go for... I might save that whitetail that we are trying to clean up next episode. And just spend more time focusing on this, if we can. Yeah, I've got nothing I can go off of. I mean, there are some tracks in that along this stretch, but... no calls, no sighting, nothing seems to be here to drink. Well, there is a red fox up there. Somewhere. I would like to get at least, like, something to say. Even if we can't get that elk, at least we got... well, that might be something I could try doing. And I know it said it was a young red fox, so I'm... let me see, what is this? Okay, you know what? This is a foot trail. I'm gonna go along this for a while. Yeah, I've got nothing... nothing at all! Shoot, I wonder if I should have waited till, like, actually past 9 and then come to the area. Okay, well, we got the little cackling of a red fox in the area still. And this actually might be a chance to try out the, there we go. Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll try getting... See if we can maybe bring in one of those foxes to us. Because, I mean, after spending the weekend to unlock this, we might as well test it out and see how well it works, right? Oh, there's a deer call back behind us. Looks like we got that one coming in. Oh, there is one somewhere down here still, I think. Possibly. Oh, looks like it might be coming in through all that bush there. Not the best approach for us. Oh. That's a good one there. And instant one shot. I'm pretty sure that was our, the right weapon for it too. That wasn't our tier 6 one. So at least we can say we got something here, and it's our first adult fox. Ooh, I think that's it going back up the other way. Yeah, let's snag you and see how you are. Oh, right into the heart. I don't think I could have placed that one any better than that. Maybe a little bit to the right, but still hard to argue with the results. Yeah, so hunt rating 5, trophy rating was only the 1. That's not worth too much, but we can sell that. And that actually is part of the objective that we are working on. Now, if I could actually get a deer quickly. Oh, speaking of, there was just a little proc. I think it was for a mule deer up here. If I can take one of those down, we'll at least be able to say we got the mission complete this episode. And I don't know if it would have been scared off, because it didn't sound like this, the tier 3 we're using is really loud for, like, its shots. I'll just try to keep going a little bit longer and see. Oh, there he is. Now, I am curious to see, will the caller work from all the way over here? As it looks like he's out of rest zone right now, so I don't know if we'll be able to pull him up and investigate or not. But it is an adult buck that we saw up there. Just give it a moment, and then we'll call again. Yeah, see, we can see his head right in the middle of the square there. It is a ways off, but... yeah, it looks like they're... well, granted, it is probably because of the easier difficulty we're on, we're able to spot things through the bushes and that, but... if we can just stay here and bring him in... this'll help us a lot. It's possible we got one coming in? Like, there is movement around him there. Oh. I don't know if I... see, I feel like that's too far out to want to try for, but... we are bringing somebody in. It was a 2-star mature. Yeah, it looks like he is aware and coming in. Just have to watch and see around as well. Because there might be some other ones with them. I could try, but I feel like I'd prefer to bring him in further if I can. He's just staying. I can't tell if he's trying to come in closer or he's just staying in that one spot. I'll try one more call out and see. As we are in, like, the prime effectiveness. No, that's not a bad angle right there. Although, oh, I don't know if I like that. We're not getting the... I'll wait a little bit more, see if I can bring him a bit closer. Just because I don't want to take the shot and have it that because of the distance, it's not powerful enough to do what we need. Ooh, my bad. Like, I think that's possibly him there. It's just, yeah, they don't want to come out much more. And depending on, like, where I try to position, I've got a lot of the trees and that in the way. Okay, I'm going to try and see, because that should have been a lung shot. So I'll go over and investigate. I feel like... I know it was a bit of distance, but I feel like I got a good shot to the shoulder. That would hopefully be a lung hit. It's just, I don't know how I would have been able to get a nice approach over, because... as you can see, all along this stretch, it's pretty much water and bush. Oh, well, there's Fast and Loud. So there's the perk obtained. Yeah, I tried to call them for so long, but they just didn't want to leave this little rest area of theirs. So, yeah, it looks like it should be up there. Actually, yeah, that's probably where the shot took place. Oh, got a need zone opened up at least. Okay, let's see here. Animal expires, so yeah, that was a long shot. We just have to track down the rest of the trail from them. So, let me try to find that. Yeah. And then I think... Okay, so it came forward and probably went up along this way. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There's a blood trail. Oh. Actually went down a lot quicker than I thought. Like, sometimes when I see that, I think, oh, it's going to go for quite a while, like in the Hunter Classic. But no. Not too far off. Oh, that was actually higher than it. I should have placed it, but I got lucky. In that it did go through both lungs. Yeah, aimed too high on that one. That might have been because I had the weapon zeroed to 200. Because the distance was actually only 165. I should have probably been at 150 for 0. Oh, only a 3-star hunt rating. Oh, maybe because I used the tier 6 weapon for it. But we'll sell that off. And I can head over back to here. Yeah, and then there's the little thing there. Oh, actually, you can enable or disable certain UI elements, too. So you can even customize how much info you get as you're playing or not. So I'm going to leave this episode of Way of the Hunter right here. Didn't clean up our act, but we did get our first fox. We got mule deer. We cleared this mission out. Next episode, we're going to go south for that whitetail. Thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave the comments right down below. Until I do see you in the next video, hunters and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.